watchdog says that he's alarmed by the number of not guilty verdicts coming from one Orleans criminal court judge. Maddie Kurth explains why the numbers have the Metropolitan Crime Commission calling for a change to state law.
Digging deeper into data surrounding Orleans Parish criminal court judges.
You know, Lady Justice is supposed to be blind.
Metropolitan Crime Commission President Raphael Goyeneche finds Judge Nandi Campbell clears her docket of more felony offenders faster than anyone else at Tulane and Broad.
These numbers stood out. That's why we issued a second report on this.
Goyeneche says he looked at 353 trials across 12 sections of criminal court over a 3-year span. The data shows defendants in Judge Campbell's courtroom are more often waiving their right to a jury trial and instead opting for judge trials. Goyeneche says in those judge trials, Campbell most often finds defendants not guilty.
In your time in data analytics, have you seen another judge with numbers like this that you can recall?
No. So this is, you know, just as she was an outlier being very efficient, she is an extreme outlier with respect to the outcomes of judge trials.
Metropolitan Crime Commission data shows over the course of 3 years, Campbell found 37 of 47 felony defendants not guilty. Juries in her courtroom during that same time period found a little more than half the defendants not guilty. For violent offenses, the commission says Campbell found 21 out of 23 defendants not guilty. Fox 8 legal analyst and defense attorney Joe Responti says other judges are not working as efficiently as Campbell.
She's known in the building as a very hardworking judge. You can see that because she does move her cases.
Under Louisiana law, the defendant gets to decide whether their trial goes before just a judge or a jury.
This is a law that I think should have been amended years ago.
Goyeneche says he'd like to see Louisiana in line with the majority of other states and the federal court system in requiring the defense and prosecution agree to a judge trial.
This isn't, you know, changing the law just because of her. This is 31 other states have recognized that this is a problem.
But Responti worries prosecutors could take advantage of a change in the system.
For instance, in a case that's not going to be so much hanging on the facts of the case, but a legal argument that sometimes may be above where the jurors can understand, that's when it should be in front of a judge.
While the Metropolitan Crime Commission found Judge Campbell has more not guilty verdicts than any other judge in Orleans criminal court, Goyeneche says Campbell is following the law, a law he'd like to see changed. In New Orleans, Maddie Kurth, Fox 8 Local First.